Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my series of tips and strategies for IELTS and PTE. I am your coach, your tutor, your guide for IELTS and PTE modules, Jackson Abnes. Today, in my video, I am going to share with you some important tips for your international English language testing system and one of the most important module, which is speaking. Please make sure that you watch the video till the end to get the insights of this module. Let's start off our journey of IELTS with the speaking module. As you're all aware, a quick introduction of the speaking module, irrespective of your choice of attempting the IELTS, computer-based or paper-based, you all are be rest assured that you will face a human being in the speaking module. The speaking module is an independent module which can be conducted for the paper-based test on a separate day. Whereas for the computer-based test people, you can expect the speaking module to be conducted on the same day, either before the listening, reading and writing, that is LRW, or post the LRW. You will be intimated by the respective governing body about your schedule and time. The speaking module is also recorded entirely. It is divided into 3 parts, and the overall duration for the speaking module is anywhere between 11 to 14 minutes. The first part is generally termed as an interview or a question and answer round. The duration for this round is 4 to 5 minutes. After which you will be transitioned to the next round, which is part B, also termed as a cue card or a long run talk. The duration for this is 3 to 3.5 minutes. Out of this 3 minutes, you will be provided 1 minute time to prepare on the topic, and then you need to speak for uninterrupted 2 minutes time. After which you will be transitioned to the final round, which is also termed as a question and answer or a discussion round, because even in this round you will be asked questions, but these types of questions will be different as compared to round 1 question and answer. Also, the duration for round 3, that is part C, discussion round, will be a little elaborative, around 6 minutes. We will try to share with you insights about every round. To begin with, let's try and have a quick word with the round 1. Now, as you know, the first impression is one of the most important impressions that you can put on your language skills to your evaluator. As soon as you enter the room, you will see the evaluator sitting down on a table, across, and having a small recorder on the table. The evaluator will introduce by asking you your full name followed by your passport identification. After which the evaluator is going to ask you, or the evaluator is going to introduce her full name and the center number. Before the evaluator begins the round, he or she will record, stating that the round 1 begins. So this is an intimation for you to be prepared. Part A, in which you have a duration of 4 to 5 minutes, the evaluator may ask you 2 or 3 generic topics. One of the most common and a traditional question item is, do you work or study? Followed by any topic related to your home or hometown, friend, family, entertainment, weather, shopping, sports. It can vary. Every topic will constitute to around 3 to 4 questions that you need to answer. Now let's try and understand how you should answer the round 1. Remember, the time duration is quite less, and the number of questions that the evaluator wants to put up is around 10 to 12. So first thing, if you are going to be elaborative, the evaluator is not going to be able to complete the task of asking you that many questions. One of the reasons why these many questions are asked is only to check whether how comfortable are you to talk on multiple topics at one go. This will in turn help the evaluator to score you on your fluency and pronunciation. That's why this round is an opening round that makes you comfortable, that gives you an awareness about what kind of topics you are expected. So make sure that you do not be comprehensive while answering. The first important tip for you is try to answer in minimum 2 to 3 sentences, not go beyond that. So you can put it this way, try to answer in 2 to 3 sentences only. But there are also certain questions which starts with describe, what are the kind of, okay, list out the advantages. So after you listen to the question, you cannot articulate in 2 or 3 sentences. You will require to explain this. There will be 1 or 2 such questions that will put up to you, but the majority of the chunk will be the short answer questions. Be precise to the question asked and then prepare your answer. Remember, there are different types of questions that will be put up to you in your round one. Questions like, do you like? If you have these kind of phrases in the question, do you like? Do you like coffee? Do you like sports? Do you like buying? Do you like shopping? Do you like the weather? Okay. These kind of questions are asking you for a reason. They will not have a question, why? So please remember, whenever somebody asks you, do you like this? You need to give an answer and then provide a reason. So providing the reason, you can use words like because, since, due to the fact. You can also paraphrase. Being an IT professional spending majority of the time working and having a hectic schedule, coffee is one of my favorite beverages because it really relaxes and regenerates me and keeps me up fit for the upcoming task the entire day. In one sentence, I was able to cover up all the main points. This is what you people have to remember. Either you start off with my favorite beverages rather than this common way, you can try to display your proficiency to the evaluator by constructing a complex sentence. Not all the questions will be of this type. So if you get questions like this, listen to it carefully and try to recapitulate nicely on it. When you get questions like describe, dash, what kind of activities, describe your roles and responsibilities, okay, these kind of questions need some listing points. Please make sure do not give generic statements. My responsibility is I am a team manager. I have to take care of the team. I build up information status. I build up databases. Rather than these kind of phrases and simple sentences, use cohesive devices. There are plethora of responsibilities being a team leader in this occupation for a period of 10 years. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, in addition to this, moreover, furthermore, also. So you get a lot of cohesive devices that you can put up your responsibilities one by one. Okay, so try to use cohesive device. The evaluator is keen to see how well are you listing out the responsibilities or the pointers. So one of the key important thing is use of cohesive devices. Also make sure that you use the phrases, signpost languages well. Honestly speaking, actually, perhaps one of the most important thing that is vital over here. So this way you can construct your thought processes. Make sure that you do not ask for a question change. Listen to the question and create a sentence immediately on it. There are two things that you have to remember, or two places wherein the evaluator might interrupt you. The first one, if you are talking too much. You don't need to talk too much. So keep this in your mind. So in case if you are speaking too much compared to what you are required to, the evaluator will interrupt you and ask you another question. So that's fine. The second one is a cause of concern. If you are speaking irrelevant information, if the topic is about sports and you're talking about movies, the evaluator will try to get you back by asking you another question, by interrupting you in between your answer. Okay? First 2 moments, if you are going with this kind of a thing, it's okay. But a regular irrelevant information provided by you at consecutive levels will mark you down for your fluency understanding of the question. So please remember, listen to the question carefully. If you want to take a while to bring about your thoughts, use the signpost words like well, considering the fact, I'm actually not into it, but you can use these kind of expressions to create your sentences. In the end, for the speaking module, remember there is only one objective: to speak and speak on continuously. But that does not mean that you can speak anything. Speak to the question asked to you. In case if the evaluator wants to stop to you, listen to it and move ahead. Fluency not only checks your hesitations, your sound fillers, and the rate of speed, but it also checks whether the examinee is able to respond to the question correctly, has understood the question correctly. So please remember, listen to the question and give your answers accordingly. Use cohesive devices to build your coherent scores. Of course, not every question will require a lexical resource, but wherever possible, whichever question you feel that you can add up some good words, stress on those words. That will automatically add on the scores for your pronunciation and of course for the lexical resources. Try to build up a range of sentence structures and do not just copy the question words and start off your answers. For example, do you like coffee? Yes, I like coffee. I am fascinated about coffee being one of the primary drink in my city because of the location it is situated in. I am residing in the tropical zone and hence the productivity of coffee is too high. I can use these kind of sentences rather than copying each and every word. First, answer to the grammar tense given in the question asked to you, and then support it with transitioning into any other tenses that you require. Be short and precise, but make sure that the quality of the content that you present is really good. Evaluators are going to mark you right from the first question. So please ensure that you make yourself comfortable. One or two questions up and down, that's fine, because in the end, you are going to be scored on an overall basis and not just on one or two questions. So please ensure that you impress your evaluator and start giving him an assumption of your language proficiency level. This will eventually help you as you move down towards the round 3 part of speaking. So remember, make sure that you paraphrase wherever possible, answer in the tense given in the question, use lexical resources appropriately, do not support any irrelevant information as the topic has been provided to you. Keep practicing on a regular basis, listen to some live new channels, listen to some YouTube videos about sample speaking audios, and accordingly record your voices, listen to yourself, and accordingly you will come to know your strengths and the areas of improvement. So once again, please continue your practice, prepare yourself, and then you will definitely perform. I will see you in my next part of the speaking module in my next video. Till then, continue your practice. Thank you for watching the video till the end.